Today we're going to go over the 10 best things you can do to impress your drill sergeant at basic training. Let's get to it. What is up, guys? Ben Allen back again with another video, and like I said, we're going to be talking about the 10 best things to impress your drill sergeant at basic training. Before we get into that though, for those of you that are new here, my name is Ben Allen, or Ben Allen Alvarado. I did 4 years active duty in the Army, and I got out just recently in September, did a couple of months as a civilian, and just recently joined the Army Reserves. So I'm learning as I go with that, guys, so you can expect more reserve content as well. But back to the main topic, alright? So the 10 best things to do to impress your drill sergeant at basic training. And these 10 things are coming directly from a drill sergeant. I don't know if you guys have seen Drill Sergeant Lynch on YouTube as well, but he's one of my buddies. I hit him up. I was like, hey, what do you look for? What really makes a soldier stand out to you drill sergeants, in basic training? And so he sent me a list, and we're going to be reading off that list, and I'm just going to hit on each one of those things and tell you, like, yes, it's exactly, like, hey, I did that as a private, I didn't do that as a private. And it's just something you can take with you, right, to basic training. Keep that in your mind, like, oh, if I do this, I might not get smoked as much, or things of that nature. If you're nervous about basic training, guys, don't be. It's going to be a fun time. Comment down below what you're most nervous about. And also, if you're new here, like this video for more content like this. And also, subscribe to the channel if you're new or if you're not already. And also, turn on the bell notification. That way, whenever I post new basic training videos, medic videos, any type of videos that you can think of, guys, you'll be immediately notified by turning on that bell. So thank you, and now let's jump right into it. Alright, guys, so number one that Drill Sergeant Lynch sent me that they look for is if they can bring some military knowledge as far as JROTC from high school on drill and ceremony. So pretty much if you're coming to basic training already knowing some of the facing movements, that's going to put you above the rest, just because when I was learning DNC, guys, drill and ceremony, I sucked horribly. I could not stay in step, I could not march, it was horrible. I would get yelled at all the time. So I wish coming in I would have learned a little more about DNC and the facing movements, just because I felt like that would have set me apart and would have made me not be a target for not staying in step and not getting the facing movement down right off the bat. So that's number one, DNC, bringing some of that JROTC knowledge if you can to basic training. So number two, leadership or management positions from civilian jobs before the Army sometimes helps us give them PG or squad leader positions sometimes. So pretty much if you're coming from a civilian job that, you're a manager, or, you're like your supervisor, something of that nature, and you're used to managing people below you, they sometimes look at that, they look at that background, and they'll either make you the platoon guide, the PG, or, things of that nature. And pretty much the PG is in charge of the platoon. They make sure they're at the right place at the right time. They have accountability, things like that. It's a good leadership position to have in basic training. There's going to be a lot of eyes on you, but it also sets you apart from everyone else. So number two, bring some of that civilian leadership to basic training. It'll definitely help you out. So number three, right? If we notice one that's more motivated or team oriented, we like that. So perfect example, guys, my brother, he was in basic training, and all his buddies told me that he was always gung-ho, he was always motivated, and he really stood out because of that. And same goes for you guys. If you're motivated to be there, you're thinking in a positive mindset instead of a negative one where you're like, oh, I don't want to be here, this sucks, you're gonna stick out more, because people are gonna feed off of that positive energy, right? If you're team oriented, you're always trying to help out the we instead of me, I feel like that's definitely going to set you apart, just for the fact that the drill sergeants are going to notice that. They're going to say, you know what, hey, like Alvarado, he's a real team player. He brings the group together. He makes the shitty times less shitty. And that's definitely, to me, that's a big one, just because I know if somebody's being positive around me, it's going to force me to be positive for the most part anyway. So something to think about, right? That's number four. Be positive, team-oriented, and, be a motivator. Alright, so number four, trainees that have experience in some sort of combatives kind of stand out to us, i.e. boxing, wrestling, martial arts. And I think mostly this looks good just because if you're doing combatives or pupil sticks, it's always fun to watch somebody who knows what they're doing actually go against, another person who probably knows what they're doing. And I guess it just makes you stand out in the sense that that, you know, people are going to talk about you. Like the drill sergeants will be like, yo, did you see like Alvarado, or did you see like Cantu? Like they really know what they're doing. They're squared away when it comes to combatives, and in turn you can take what you know and teach it to the other privates, the other soldiers in basic training, and you can share that knowledge. So that's why I assume drill sergeants look for that kind of stuff. And yeah, number 4, prior combatives experience. So number 5, right, and this is more for you reserves, National Guard soldiers, right? This one says if they've been to drills with units before coming to basic training. So pretty much when you go to the reserves, National Guard, you might have had a few drills at your unit already, and pretty much they'll show you the baselines of what you need to know. Like you probably understand the rank structure a little more, so that's definitely good. If you've been to drill already before even going to basic training, that's going to give you a little leg up, because you're going to know like ranks, you're going to know probably some of the Army values, you know, some of the basic things that a soldier should know. If your leadership is good, they would have taught you that when you got to your unit. So, you know, reserves, National Guards, if you've drilled already, that's another thing they look for. All right, that's number 5. So number 6, right, and this is for you prior service guys. All right, this one says prior service also stands out to us in a fun manner. I call prior service Air Force, last name nickname is Chair Force. So, you know, they like to joke around with the prior service. So if they're coming from like, you know, the Marines or the Air Force, you know, they like to joke around. They're like, oh, look at this Marine over here, look at this Chair Force guy. But that's good. You want to be able to joke around with the drill sergeant, just because, you know, you've been in another branch of the military, you know a thing or two about the military at this point, so they're not going to be as hard on you, I should say. And you know, they're going to try and have fun, they're going to try and joke around, but still maintain your military bearing. So if you're prior service switching over to the Army, hey, you know, good for you. And guys, before we get to the next ones, again, please consider subscribing if you found anything useful so far in this video. It really helps out the channel, and smash that like button. I can't tell you how much that helps out, guys. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. And back to it. So number 7, right? Mature trainees are always good, and pretty much what this means, if you know you're mature for your age, or even if you're an older dude and you're just mature in general, like this is really going to help out. Because if you think about it, a lot of people in basic training are fresh out of high school, some 17 to 18 to 19 year old. That's like a majority right there. The older dudes are in the minority of it. And if you mature and you're just like not with the bullshit, like if people are like trying to get in fights, or they're trying to act up, they're trying to like steal candy from the defect or whatever, and you're just there like mature, like hey, don't do that, like you're pretty much stepping up and being a secondary drill sergeant in a way, you know, not really a drill sergeant, but you know, you're taking that leadership role and taking the initiative to, you know, set things straight, and you know, use your life experience or maturity level to help influence others who are a little less mature. That's definitely going to help you stand out to the drill sergeants as well. All right, okay, so number 8, fast runners, cross-country runners, high school or college track runners. So I'm pretty sure you guys have heard this time and time and again, but the military loves its fast runners. If you can run fast, score high on a PT test, you know, that's going to set you apart definitely, because they're going to call you hot shot, they're going to call you like quick feet, I don't even know, but they're going to notice that you're definitely well apart from like the other people that aren't running as fast as you know what I mean? So hey, if you're a fast runner, you already have a leg up. That's great. So that's number 8, all right, fast runners. Number 9, right, good at PT. I graded a trainee who knocked out like 90 sit-ups in the APFT. His drills were tracking that he was going to do good. So again, that goes back to like running fast, being physically fit. If you can like overall ace your PT test, right, you can get some outstanding numbers. They're gonna notice that, because literally a drill sergeant is grading you while you're taking that PT test. So they're gonna talk to the other drill sergeants like, yo, did you see this guy? He got like 90 push-ups in like a minute, or he got like 80 sit-ups in 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Like I'm going way out there, but they're gonna talk and then be like, yeah, you know, let's keep an eye on him for future things. So, you know, be overall athletic. That's number 9. Number 10, guys, I can't stress this enough. Drill Sergeant Lynch hit it right on the head right here. Confidence, stepping up to take charge without cockiness, things along those lines. So, and this goes a long way, because you have those dudes that are cocky, you have those dudes that are confident. The cocky ones are like, oh yeah, drill sergeant, I can do this, I can do that, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then when it comes time to do it, they can't perform, you know, they come short of whatever they said they were going to do. But the confident guys, you know, they don't really brag a whole lot. They step up knowing that they're going to do good, but they don't go bragging about it. And they're like, they just, you know, like, hey, I need one. I need like somebody to call cadence, right? They don't say anything. They just step out and they go and they start doing whatever it is they need to do. Whether that's like, hey, give me somebody to lead PRT, you know, or hey, give me somebody to take charge. Let me get a squad leader to step up. And you do that. You take that initiative and you step up. They're gonna notice that. They're definitely gonna put it down. Like for example, like me, I would volunteer for everything in basic training just because like there's nothing better to do in basic, you know what I mean? So why not volunteer? And so, you know, I got put on a lot of details, mostly because I wanted to be. I volunteered, and you know that really set it apart. So much so that at the end of basic training, I got one of the top 4 awards. It was the Lieutenant Fox Award, and it was given to the soldier that showed the most selfless service. And you know, hey, like that's just one example of what being confident and volunteering can do for you guys. And that's number 10. And just like a little bonus tip for you guys, like just have fun with it. That's number 11. If you want, have fun with it. Just be there like in a positive mindset. Like you guys aren't worried about failing, you aren't nervous. Just go in there thinking, hey, I'm gonna have a good time, this is gonna be great, I'm gonna attack and obtain my goals, and I'm just gonna do my training. Like that's what I'm here to do. Don't get caught up in anything else. Don't get caught up in the little things, because if they see that you're caught up, you know, with some like drama in the bay or with the other platoon members, they're gonna be like, dude, this kid's still living in high school. Like what's up with that? Like we're not training high schoolers, we're training soldiers. And I'm telling you guys, that'll go a long way in your military training and basic training. You know, it'll definitely impress your drill sergeants. And I really hope you guys like this video, right? The 10 things that will impress your drill sergeants at basic training. Again, thanks to Drill Sergeant Lynch. His channel will be linked down below if you guys want to check him out. He posts some great drill sergeant content as well. And also, if you want to hit me up with questions, or if you need advice about basic training, you can do so in the comment section below, or you can DM me on Instagram. I answer every single question on Instagram, guys. I'm so active on there, it's crazy. Every single DM I get, I answer. My Instagram is at Ben_Allen175. Feel free to follow me, feel free to send me a message. I will get back to you, I promise. And again, guys, like this video if you found anything of use, right? And also subscribe if you haven't already, and please turn on that bell notification. That way you guys can stay up to date whenever I drop new videos going over basic training, going to your first duty station, airborne, AIT, 68 whiskey MOSs, because that's what I was in the military as well. And again, thank y'all for tuning in. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later.